I like this sphere idea that they're doing. Whatever they're doing with it, I find this kind of an interesting idea. I don't get to the end and I feel like I'm above the character reaction where they're like, why would anyone set up traps anywhere? It's like, well, it seems like they're trying to stop people from finding them, basically. Like, that seems to be the reason why you would do this. But I do like the... I'm glad that the sphere is returning and that wasn't just a one-off thing. And they just seem like kind of neat. It seems like an interesting idea. I don't think the subplot is particularly interesting, but it just seems like I'm interested in what's going to happen with these things and to see how it resolves itself.
Yeah, I liked the final scene with Archer and T'Pol, I think, more than the other stuff they were doing in the episode with them going to the second sphere and walking around. And
sorry, what's the ending to Paul scene where they're in the command center? Is that it?
Yeah, they triangulate it, and T'Pol figures out based on whatever that in order for the triangulation to work, there must be 50 of them as opposed to like 3.
Yeah,
I like that. 'Cause that was cool. Even though it's one of those things where it's like whoever built these, if it's the Xindi, they spent a lot of time building 50 spheres the size of small moons. Mm-hmm. That seems like a lot of time and effort for something fairly nebulous at this point.
That's why it seems like it has to be bigger than that. So I don't mind the information reveal. The other aspect I liked is that we've been complaining we haven't seen any anomalies, and this one's the first episode where I feel like you see what the anomalies are doing to the ship. Yeah.
I like that stuff.
Should have been doing this earlier. They should have been showing that.
Yeah,
I don't know why it took so long to do it.
Yeah, I like the multiple sphere thing. I hope it is bigger than the Xindi. Like, I hope the Xindi are also concerned about these things or something, because it seems like it's something bigger, like you're saying, a little bit more cosmic, which is fun. As for like taking the ship down and the ship floating away and having to shoot whatever.
That was the worst. I do have to say. People in the Discord were saying that Amy and Caitlin should talk about a Star Trek episode. We just take the day off and they sit here and they talk about what they think about Star Trek Enterprise. Amy watched this one with me, and this would have been a great episode for her to come on. I don't know if she would do any random episode, but she was in hysterics about the landing on the moon and the shuttle flying off sequence, because it's just... When seeing it through her eyes was interesting. I'm just like, yeah, this is an Enterprise thing. This is what Enterprise does. But to her point, right, they land there. The chief engineer fucks up the repair catastrophically. Like, it's his job to be able to fix the thing. And it just launches it into the air. And he goes, son of a bitch. And this thing is floating away. And they are going to be potentially stranded on this alien moon for the rest of their lives. And he just goes, son of a bitch. And then their solution is to shoot it with a phaser, which shuts it off. And then it crashes and rolls and stops right in front of them. And then the kicker of all kickers, it just cuts back to the Enterprise and they made it home fine.
No problem. Yeah.
It's like, what was the point of that scene? That's a Discovery storyline if I've ever seen one, where it's like this problem is not really a problem, but they'll dress it up as a problem. And I don't understand anything that happened in that sequence, because I would have bet my life that the rest of that plot was them stuck on the moon and not being able to find their way home until they eventually do somehow.
Yeah. Did they even get any information from that place? Or I don't even remember.
Why did they even go there? They just landed there to...
Yep, it's another one.
Yeah. It looks the same down here as it does up there.
Yeah,
I don't know what the point of that storyline was, really. Did they get Trellium D from it? Because because it's on the shuttle already to get there.
Yeah, they put it on the shuttle, yeah.
I don't know what the point of that was. That was pointless. Any thoughts about the rest of that sequence? Rest of that scene? Maybe, or rest of that subplot?
It was fine, I guess. It's
such an Enterprise story.
Yeah, it didn't really make much of an impression. Most of that subplot.
Terrible CG when the shuttle is just rolling.
Yeah. I was confused because I thought there was no gravity on the thing, but I guess that's part of the thing is they all have a gravitational field or whatever. So I was very confused at how shooting it was going to get it to come back. I thought one of them was going to have to like jump and float after it or something.
Or you throw the other one at it and sort of like missile at it and catch it and board it. I don't know. He just and just minor, like he shoots it the first time. He's like, "Oh god damn, Captain, you almost shot the fuselage or something." He's like, "Oh, I'll shoot it over there the second time and see if that works." And
I would have turned to him and been like, "This is your fault. Shut up."